There is a big holdup with the Warriors free agency saga and any moves they can make during the 2025 NBA offseason. But right now, we know that they have a preferred target in free agency, and that comes with the 39-year-old Al Horford. I know many Warriors fans might not be that happy to see Golden State targeting Al Horford to fill their front court needs, but I'm here to tell you that he's a very, very good player, but he's got a lot of interest right now. And Golden State, who knows if they're actually in the driver's seat to acquire him. Anthony Slater saying this as you're watching Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Tyler Smith. Many in the league continue to link Al Horford to the Warriors as a preferred target. A couple of different stretch bigs have gone by the wayside for Golden State as they have yet to make a move in free agency. Brook Lopez, gone. Looney steps away to go to the New Orleans Pelicans. And now Al Horford looks like the maybe top free agent center outside of DeAndre Ayton left on the market. Ayton will not hit the waivers until Wednesday. And Michael Scotto of HoopsHype also reported there were multiple Al Horford suitors out there. Now, the New York Knicks, they did make a deal and sign Gershon Yabusele earlier today. Could that take them out of the running for a guy like Horford? I think I would trend more towards yes than no on that one. They don't have much room to make another signing of Horford's caliber. Denver, they just went out and made a trade for Jonas Valanciunas today. Now, that doesn't affect their cap flexibility all too much, so they could potentially still go for Horford, but now they have a capable backup center behind Nikola Jokic. I don't expect them to be at the forefront of the Horford sweepstakes. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been seen as a dark horse candidate to acquire him, as they probably need another big to platoon in there with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. I think Horford would fit very well in Cleveland. And then the Los Angeles Lakers, who now look like a potential destination for Al Horford, as they're pursuing DeAndre Ayton, but it looks like they could be exploring additional front court options, as they are as thin as any team in the NBA at the center spot. Sam Amick and Dan Woke over at The Athletic. Dan Woke's the new Lakers reporter, and Sam Amick reports nationally about the NBA. Woke said that sources tell me in addition to DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers are still evaluating other options in free agency and via trade. Obviously, a crucial decision for the Lakers. Would expect an answer in the upcoming days. Amick then quoting that tweet saying, sources tell me and Dan Woke that Al Horford is also under serious consideration by the Lakers, in addition to the Warriors. As he says before, this might take some time. And Horford obviously is being heavily pursued by his former team, the Boston Celtics, who he's been with for the past couple of seasons. Took that little break in between his original Celtics tenure to go to Philly to get a bag, and then got traded over to Oklahoma City, but now has been back in Boston, won a championship over there, and clearly Brad Stevens and the Boston Celtics want to bring back Horford, but financially for them, it's not all that easy right now. They need to make trades and free up money before making any Al Horford deal. Mark Spears was on ESPN last night, though, and said this about Golden State's pursuits. He said Al Horford's taking his time, and there's 3 to 4 teams, and it looks like right now that's the case with the Cavs, the Warriors, and the Lakers being at the forefront. Maybe the Nuggets could get in there as well. I know there's been a lot of speculation about Golden State, but we'll see if that three-point shot gets to the Chase Center. Look, man, if it does, I think Al Horford is absolutely a player that Golden State fans would fall in love with in, however long he would be there. I know he's 39 years old, but he's been incredibly effective and consistent each of the last 4 seasons, man. This is a player who, was better metrics-wise, on the floor with the Boston Celtics starters than even Kristaps Porzingis was, who everybody thought was an absolute cheat code for that championship Celtics run. Al Horford has been a consistent, nearly 40% three-point shooter for the past 4 seasons, and he's put up 10 points, 6 boards. That's what you can count on. And this is all basically while playing, backup to backup minutes at least role with Boston. Yeah, he's been the starter in a lot of situations, but this isn't a guy who you're asking to play 35, 40 minutes out of. If you can get 25 good, solid minutes out of Al Horford, then you're going to be happy with that, especially when he's been a consistent playoff performer as well. When Boston was, kind of underwhelming from the outside shot perspective out in the postseason this past year, Horford was still consistent at a 40%. He was, trying to be the one that would help them get out of ruts and break up their long scoring droughts. So, Horford can still absolutely play. He's also an incredible veteran leader for a guy like Quentin Post, who the Warriors are putting a lot of faith in this upcoming season. So, I'd be absolutely in on signing Al Horford if you can get him. He is going to be a little bit expensive, though, as per the deals that we have seen. Brook Lopez getting $9 million a season. Looney getting $8 million a year as well. So Horford, I could see easily in the ballpark of a $10 million contract. In that case, should the Warriors sign Al Horford? Why for yes and for no? You let me know what you guys think about the Warriors' pursuits of number 42 down in the comments section. Should he come to the Bay Area to compete and really fit in well within this Warriors movement offense and being a stretch five within the system who can also defend as well, even at age 39, and switch? Like, he is still that good. Let me know why for yes and for no. Should this Warriors sign Al Horford or not? Well, if before they can, I think we probably have to figure out this Jonathan Kuminga situation. This is the holdup for the Warriors offseason. Like, Kawakami is going at it with all these different Warriors fans barking at him on Twitter, talking about the whole Kuminga saga and all this. I think this has to be the domino that must fall in order for Golden State to maybe even sign Al Horford for a $10 million deal, because you don't know what's going to happen or what exceptions you'll have access to if, in fact, Kuminga ends up getting re-signed by Golden State. So this is a very, very tricky situation, and I'm very curious to see what all goes down. Oh, again, Mark Spears over on ESPN during the free agency special last night did say the following. So there seems to be some optimism in the Warriors camp that he will re-sign. He will be a restricted free agent. The market's not great for him. As one NBA GM told me, what has he proven to be worth what his agent wants, which is $25+ million? Who has that money for him? Why does he deserve that? Look, man, the market's not big for Kuminga, and I'm not sitting here trying to take victory laps or anything, but this is what I've been saying for the past few months. He didn't get a deal on day one, and we'll talk about that in just a second and what that means for his future prospects. But there aren't a lot of teams in the running. Like Slater said, Heat Bulls, and we've heard maybe Pelicans Kings. Like, not a lot of teams are throwing big bags at Jonathan Kuminga, and the Warriors seem to have a little bit more value in him than maybe a lot of other people think. Or a lot of other people have value in him. Like, we know how much Joe Lacob loves him. He said it's going to take a lot for him not to match. I think no matter what contract he gets, if it's $25 million from another team, Mike Dunleavy has to do what's best, threaten to match the deal, and make a sign and trade happen, even though I don't love a lot of the packages that could come back. Ramona Shelburne said this on ESPN. So I think the Warriors want him back. The question is, does he want to be back? I know there are some teams that like Jonathan Kuminga. They just don't have the cap space, so it has to be a sign and trade. And from what I understand, the Warriors are not going to give him up for assets they don't like in return. They want to keep him unless they get something great back for him. I don't know what's going to be great. Like, if they get a Kyle Anderson and Johanny Jaquez package, they're not taking that for Kuminga. They're going to re-sign him for that. There are some rumors about a 3 for $60 deal, maybe with a player option on the third year. Mark Spears was speculating that. I don't think he should get $25 million from Golden State, man. That put them in a financial rut. Now, could they get a better player maybe down the line if they wanted to trade him? But I don't want to do that at all. I don't want to re-sign Kuminga and just to trade him down the line. Look, the issue here is the Warriors really can't make many financial deals this offseason until they know what the Kuminga future looks like. Like, they can't make a another trade or a big swing trade if they don't have like outside of Kuminga. Like, what if they decide to flip the assets they get back in the sign and trade for JK? Like, that could be a possibility as well. I don't know what's in store for Golden State, but I don't think they know either until they figure out what's going on with JK, and that could end up being a little while now, as these teams that even have interest in them reportedly are kind of fading. Barry Jackson, the most tapped in Miami sports insider in the world. He's the biggest Heat insider out there. With regard to the stuff out there, he have not been preparing, a trade for Jonathan, for DeMar DeRozan to this point. And then Kuminga would love a Heat pursuit, but Miami has declined to pursue at this point. Like, the Heat aren't really in, and we have heard nothing on the Chicago Bulls front. I don't really know if this is coming to a resolution anytime soon. And then we saw this from Tim Kawakami, who kind of put it all in perspective a little bit, talking about how Kuminga didn't get a deal done on the first day of free agency, saying while the top teams of the West changed into day one of free agency, the Warriors, they were stuck waiting for a Kuminga resolution, shopping on the discount aisles, and like they can't even necessarily sign Al Horford before a Kuminga resolution happens. He quoted it and said, if Kuminga was going to get a big enough offer from another team to really fire the starting gun for the Warriors offseason, it probably would have happened yesterday. But it didn't. So there's no market for Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors seem stuck. He thinks he's worth more than he's going to get in free agency. And until that number comes down, I'm not so sure that the Warriors are going to see anything happen here. Like, they should hold firm. They should wait him out if they want to bring him back. And, like, look, I can't make that decision for them. If the Warriors want to bring Jonathan Kuminga back, then they should just wait him out as long as you possibly can. Now, is that going to limit what you could get back in a sign and trade? Like, if the number gets down to, $20 million, $18 million a year, then if you sign and trade him this offseason, you can only take back $9 to $10 million. So that's not exactly ideal as far as value you could get back on the court for JK. But I think both sides need a resolution very, very soon so Golden State can get into what they need to do financially this offseason. They'll have the full non-taxpayer mid-level exception, the biannual exception to maybe go sign an Al Horford or, go sign a bigger fish with that $14 million that they have at their disposal. And then they'll have another $9 million player on the roster. Like, there will be marginal upgrades to this Warriors roster if they could agree on a Kuminga sign and trade. But time is ticking. Players are signing, and teams are kind of getting their rosters in order here for 25-26, and the Warriors have not done anything yet. I think things need to happen quickly before it's too late, to be quite honest. And it would be a disservice to Steph if they don't make a move soon. Now, I'll say this, it's not Mike Dunleavy's fault. You got to blame Joe Lacob for this mess that we've been put in here, the fate that he's put into this two-timeline approach, and Jonathan Kuminga specifically. I just don't think he's that good of a basketball player, especially at this point, to warrant a $25 million contract. A guy like Jabari Smith has an elite trait, got $25 million. Miles Turner just got $25 million. Jonathan Kuminga is not as good as either one of those guys, so I just don't understand why there's this big holdup here. Hopefully they can get something done soon, but there, according to all reports, is no traction so far on Jonathan Kuminga's future, whether it be in Golden State or with a sign and trade. So we're playing the waiting game now, and free agency is only getting started. With that being said, you predict it for me down in the comment section. We're going to keep doing this every day as new reports come out and new rumors start heating up around Jonathan Kuminga's future. What happens with him? T for trade, K for keep. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And if you guys seen that picture of Kuminga, he was wearing that Warriors playoff shirt. You can get yours today from the Warriors 2025 playoff run at this link right here, and it's super on sale. It was $35, and now it's only $18. Basically half off here. Get at this link, chatsports.com/win4thebay. That link is in the comment section and description of today's video as well. I think it's fresh, and I love playoff shirts, man. It's always fun to rock the tees that were commemorative for that season. I think this year for Golden State was fun. So get at this link for the low price of $18. chatsports.com/win4bay. And that'll do it for today's edition of Warriors Today by Chat Sports. Lock us in for all the latest Warriors content all offseason long. If they make a trade, if they make a signing, we will bring you the latest right here at the channel, youtube.com/WarriorsTV. We'll see you guys all in the next one. And as always, let's go Dubs.